Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Finding Truth podcast here on Unscripted Truth TV. Logan here with Austin. Got the nasal nose in case you were wondering why I might, sound a little different. But yeah, I had a little bout with, I'm sure, an infectious, deadly disease that's probably sweeping the nation. So if you guys don't have toilet paper right now, I would definitely run out and trample anybody in your way to get some. Because yeah, I've had a scritchy throat. So scritchy throat, go kill some people trying to get toilet paper. That's just the natural progression, really. But yeah, more than likely cooked. Probably the last time you'll see me. Days are numbered for sure. Probably should be wearing a mask right now. That's my bad. Uh, anyway, have an interesting show planned now. Now, of course, plans are funny things, aren't they? But where we should be having a guest, of course, a retry from a couple weeks ago with Spam Wave or Sebastian, however you know him from Gematria Effect News, longtime member, cool guy. Um, Hoping that he's able to come through and present this week, as he wasn't able to a couple weeks ago. But if not, we unfortunately it's kind of a similar situation. We having this planned, we have both had busy weeks. I've also been under the weather. Um, And so we didn't really have we haven't had the chance to come together on an official theme of the video this week because we thought it was already kind of covered. So if that doesn't happen, we're kind of in the same boat where we're just kind of be waffling. We'll see what we come up with. There are a few things on the docket that we can touch on. Hopefully we can fill some time. Otherwise it'll just be a shorter video. And if so, that is what it is. Next week is going to be a lot busier, of course, with all the sports lining up and everything of that nature. So and who knows what else will happen in the news to talk about with all the sports lining up, especially as big of the events are. There's bound to be some even bigger rituals beforehand. So, with that being said, send it over to Austin. How you doing, brother?
For sure, yeah. Still yeah, getting over my little cold too this week. I know I started to get sick. I was like last week when I ran. It was like when I got home, like my nose just like leaking and just like I felt just Monday, Tuesday was Wednesday was kind of the worst, Thursday even, and then started to feel better Friday and yesterday and feeling a lot better today. So it's just moving its way out through my system. But yeah, just typical colds. I always get them. It's like spring and fall and winter. It's just kind of knew it was coming. Just like being out in the cold last, Saturday, Sunday was cold and out running and just being out in that. And it's just, so I always get myself sick when I'm out in the cold. It's guaranteed I'm gonna screw myself up, and that's what I did. So yeah, but getting over it now and feeling better. But yeah, just kind of I mean, very. I mean, had a lot going on this week. It was a very busy, jam packed week. Did a lot of things, accomplished a lot. It's gonna be a very busy, jam-packed month for me. Definitely this February being so short, just the 28 days. I got to keep reminding myself it's already February now too. So, and before you know it, March be another jam-packed month. Then the start of the real new year there, April coming up in 2 months from today. So, yeah, it's coming quick. Yeah, it was an interesting week. There's a lot going on right now. Very busy. I know we I know we got the Super Bowl next week. And then we got we're supposed to Daytona 500's in 2 weeks. And there's supposed to be the Bowman Gray thing today, but that got snowed out for the little expedition race. They said it might be on Wednesday now, but we'll see if that even comes through. I'm wondering if they might just move it to possibly even later than that, or just maybe cancel it. We'll have to see what happens with the whole situation, if it ends up playing out or not. Um, Definitely was looking on touching on that tonight too. Of course, you had the Super Bowl. We just had the Royal Rumble last night. We had the Roman Reigns won the man's Rumble, and then you had Liv Morgan with winning the women's Rumble. So more things to factor in, of course, everything going on. Just a lot of it's kind of everything that's happening at once. Just so much going on. I know WrestleMania will be coming up in 2 months, coming up in April. So touch on that when it happens too. I know the Royal Rumble is always big too. It's always like two of the big ones for that, and then yeah, we'll have to see. Like I said, how this week plays out. It should be a very interesting week. Like I said, it's not as cold and stuff as it was last week. It's definitely got warmer, and uh, weather's kind of seeming more normalish. Still no snow, no really. Well, I mean, there was ice kind of because it was cold, but I mean, no snow, no snowstorms, no nothing so far this winter. So we might possibly might. Who knows? Maybe it's coming in March or April, but otherwise we might just make it out kind of unscathed.
Yeah, you're right. And I mean, last couple days here, well, I guess not yesterday so much because it did finally get to dumping, but it had been cold and windy. But 2 days ago, man, it was extremely mild and sunny, and just like, man, I was like, are we just skipping um, winter altogether? Uh, but yeah, who knows? Well, Pacific Northwest can sometimes get snow as late as April, so that's not like super irregular. It's happened quite a few times in my lifetime, so it's just weird at the elevation that I'm at that we haven't even been like kissed by snow or anything like that. It's been very cold, but well, technically there was snow rain mix one time, but anyway, probably for the best as far as how busy we've been needing to go to Portland and back. But I would like some snow personally, but it does always present interesting challenges. But yeah, one thing you mentioned there with the Royal Rumble, I know that there'll be a there's more to come, but we might as well. Let me share my screen here. For some, I'm not ready for it. Whoops. Yeah, we can talk about uh a little bit about the results. Now, I'm new to it. Like I've never seen a spreadsheet like this. So it's like I was trying to kind of familiarize myself during the opening right there. But I'm assuming that these are the like you kind of come in with a ranking, and this just said how you read it, what the match is like who all is involved in the match. So as in this for Cody Rhodes here, let me make it bigger too. My bad. A little out of it. Hopefully that's at least a little legible. Uh, Cody Rhodes, you had it must have been like a multi-match with Trick Williams, Lesnar, LA McIntyre, or LA Knight and Drew McIntyre, and LA Knight, and I guess Drew McIntyre. I don't know how to read this. It says eliminated by Drew McIntyre. Uh, so I don't know why it says these three were eliminated. It's hard for me to quite grasp, and the larger I make it, the more it messes it up. This is probably the best I can do. It might be a little hard to read, especially on mobile, which is my apologies. But it's hard to really understand who won. Uh, but yeah, I mean, what I would assume is this was like a pool of fights, but I don't know. I don't watch wrestling, so I don't really know how these things play out.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble. It's there's I don't know if it's still 30, but that's the way it always was when I watched it. Was there's 30 people in the Royal Rumble, and then uh, you have numbers. So whatever number you are, that's the number you're coming out as. So you come like if your number is one, you're the first guy out, and then like every like few minutes they just keep adding people to the Royal Rumble. So and people just and then you're just in the ring, and then you get eliminated by getting thrown over the top rope. So
I
whoever's the
see.
last person in is the winner.
Oh, okay. So that's cooler than what I thought it was. Like, I mean, I was a little bit of familiar with wrestling, but I've never seen a Royal Rumble now that I understand what it is. But I can understand what you're saying now. Okay, that makes a lot more sense why it's saying well how people got eliminated over here because these people were in the match and you can tell who was in the match and where they came in on the left side. So it's saying Cody Rhodes was eliminated by Drew McIntyre through outside interference. It's because he wasn't even in the match. He just came in and like eliminated him, which is a great thing about wrestling. As much as I'm not a huge fan of it, it is a funny thing that like all shit, like everything goes. It's just fuck it.
Yeah.
Somebody comes in with a steel chair that has nothing to do with anything. Boom, you're out. And okay, so now I can read this. That cleared everything up. Perfect. So the big headliners, of course, was that Reigns won, and he came in at a good time to win, fourth from the last, and he just takes it. uh, so yeah, at that point, there was, I'm assuming, only Fatu, Uso, Jey Uso, Logan Paul, and Gunther left. So he eliminated those en route to win. So yeah, real nice time to bring in like one of the most popular and quote unquote best wrestlers with only 4 guys who are a lot more fatigued, you know, if you're if you're if you're paying this any respect to the sport, like even though it's obviously scripted, I'm just saying. Yeah, not a bad spot for him to come in at. But yeah, I wonder how what's your take on Logan Paul? Do you think he'll be he's going to be a Hall of Famer in this sport? Do you think they're going to use his name all the way to the end?
I really honestly don't know much about Logan Paul, really. I know he was part of the last 4 people I looked, or at least in the men's. I don't know who was all the last 4 in the women's. I know it was down to Tiffany Stratton and then Liv Morgan won, but the men's, it was I think Logan Paul he finished 4th, Randy Orton got 3rd, and then Gunther got 2nd, and then Roman Reigns won. But yeah, I've heard of Logan Paul. I just don't really know much about him.
Oh, so maybe I'm not reading this right. Oh, okay. Okay, so he personally eliminated these guys. I see. That doesn't mean so somewhere along the way somebody else eliminated Randy Orton for him to get 3rd. Okay. So if you read this, you'll find out who Gunther eliminated Randy Orton, and then he was eliminated by Roman Reigns. I see. Okay, I'm telling you, there's got to be a better way to put this out there. It's literally you need some sort of degree to read this shit. But I fully now understand how to read this. Yeah, so I guess Randy Orton they're still going strong with him. That's pretty funny. Slithering in. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Yeah, as far as the females go, yeah, as you mentioned, Liv Morgan won, and by eliminating Natty, Raquel Rodriguez, and Tiffany Stratton at the end. Tiffany Stratton came in last, and she eliminated the Ladyboy Sol Ruka.
Yeah, Sol Ruka I think got 3rd.
And she was in there, or he was. I mean, he was in there at 10th too, so he had to go the distance.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's stuff to hard to tell, what is more than likely the outcome of this match is what's going to be necessary to understand the further outcomes throughout the year or the season, rather than
the winner goes on to face the champions at WrestleMania. I think it's whatever brand. So like if you're a Raw or SmackDown person and you win the championship, then because there's the Raw Women's Champion, there's a SmackDown Women's Champion, there's the Raw Men's Champion, and the SmackDown Men's Champion. So whatever brand wins, whatever person from that brand wins goes on to face that brand's at WrestleMania for the championship, and then the other brand person that does someone to face that'll probably get set up either through the next pay-per-view or something else, however they find a person for that. But yeah, it's always been the point of the Royal Rumble. You win and you go to WrestleMania for the championship. You get to be part of it. So
Okay, here's what I want to point out. I just want to point something out. They're in Saudi Arabia, guys. Let's look at the outfits. Let's just take a quick peek at the outfits for Saudi Arabia. Okay. It's clean. It's clean. Oh. Very clean. Very. Oh, okay. All of them, huh? Jumpsuits for all of them, huh? Oh, wow. All the way up to the neck jumpsuits. Oh, hey. There you go. Covered up. So, at least you don't have to see Sol Ruka out there in a bikini.
yeah,
No, you weren't. No problem there. I was trying to get a good shot of like the crowd to just peek out there and see how many like sheiks are in the front row, but it really does look just like a lot of Middle Eastern teenagers in the front rows there. Which I mean, naturally, but wonder how many of them are princes, and they probably got to do as they pleased with the superstars before the match. Anyway, uh, yeah, I just wanted to point that out that they're all wearing head to toe jumpsuits. Be kind of, I wouldn't mind that for as just a standard, but anyway. So as far as when eliminated and stuff, this doesn't really say when they were eliminated, unfortunately, or what number they were eliminated. Um, so this makes sense that Gunther coming off of his like the win the last match, like he's one of the higher rated, so he got to come in last, right? That's kind of how that worked. And Randy Orton obviously did well in the last big event.
yeah. They usually have like certain ways um. I think some of the spots in the Royal Rumble are like picked or like hand chosen, or they might get selected different ways. Or might be random, and then like certain they might have like matches or something to who's going to get the 30th spot in the Royal Rumble or something like that. They might have like a mini battle royal, like a match, something like that, to see who maybe gets that spot or whatever. Um, I know it was I know I can't remember how many times it might just have been Chris Benoit in 2004. He was the first guy in, and he lasted. He limited the Big Show last, and he won from starting first and lasted the whole time. I can't remember if that's happened before or happened again, um, or after, but that was already like 22 or 21 years ago. So that was a 22 year. Yeah, it was a long time ago, like 22 years ago. Yeah.
Well, the number one guy in the ring, Oba Femi, he eliminated 5 wrestlers, and he went almost 40 minutes before getting eliminated. So he was close.
Hung in there.
It's hard to tell. Let's see who. Yeah, Randy Orton eliminated him late in the match, very late in the match. So he probably took something like sixth or something like that. Yeah, he went pretty deep. Or no, sorry, not. I was looking at the wrong guy. Oba Femi. Oh, okay. So Brock Lesnar took him out. And who took out Brock Lesnar? Oh, Cody Rhodes and LA Knight teamed up to take out Brock Lesnar. Interesting. Yeah, it's hard for me to kind of like springboard off of a match like this. But as far as the results go, I was just pointing out one funny thing to you. It's just like whenever you have like a potential winner with, you know, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, just their names are just so interesting. It's even more interesting with them being in Saudi Arabia, just with, you know, the history and mythology, if you will, of like Roman and Greek mythology. If you know, Rhodes is in Greece, and of course Roman. But I'm sure there's some sort of joke there. But I mean, just his name being Roman Reigns is just like when you're we make the joke, you know, all roads lead to Rome, and you know, we talk about the
Right.
Vatican and all that stuff, and we're aware of it. So just the fact that there's like a guy named Roman Reigns and he's in the position he's in, as popular as he is, it's definitely a slap in the face to the people who know what's going on. But for the people that don't know what's going on and chant his name, it's just more litmus test failing, in my opinion. Big Fs across the board on the litmus test that we're given. Uh, as far as Liv Morgan, now she was present in the last event, right? The you know Cena's last match, was she or nah?
That was yeah, that second to last match. She was, I think, yeah, she was the one that kicked him in the nuts or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah,
Cody Rhodes got the win.
yeah. I mean, if that's not
And then he
uh
won his match against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania or whatever. So
is there a way to just look at her matches?
she's
I was
like
hoping
Rob Van Dam too. She got like busted with weed and stuff.
that's a problem in wrestling. That isn't it
It,
like clear and evident that they do steroids? Like, why do they care about weed?
well, I think they used to not. I don't know what the policy is now because they used to not drug test for steroids and weed and stuff like that. But I guess now they do. But I don't know. But it wasn't the fact she got busted with weed. It's just the fact she got arrested and got like a felony. So that's it's like what Rob Van Dam too, and he
I
had to,
see.
yeah, when Rob Van Dam had to drop his titles when he won both the titles, and then he had to give them up because he got pulled over with weed when he had Sabu in the car and they had steroids and stuff on him and stuff. So
Big ritual with Sabu.
yeah,
Um, man, I wonder where she was at that she got a felony for weed.
I think
That's
it
I
was
think
Florida. I think she was in
uh,
Florida. She had like I think she had a vape. She had a vape, and then she had I think maybe she had some other weed or something. Yeah, I don't know. It was really weird how they went about it or whatever, but. It was weird too what she was saying. I was just watching something for like an hour or two ago on it, like 2 hours ago, and she was talking about it. She's talking to Stephanie McMahon about it. She was saying like she the cops are like going through her diary and stuff and like reading her diary and just going through all of her stuff. I don't know. I guess it was a really weird situation.
interesting. So he's obviously some former Pacific Islander. Let's see. So he's born in Pensacola, Florida, but yeah, okay, sure. But where are you from, buddy? Let's see. Oh my gosh, I have it zoomed in. His mom was a hooker, Patricia Hooker, in fact. Samoan, so just Samoan. Okay. I mean, I would assume Samoan, but I didn't want to seem like some sort of bigot.
Like The Rock, he was billed
Yep,
from Miami,
very
Florida, but he's
similar.
Samoan. Yeah, Rikishi too. All the
Like
Samoans.
even the tattoo. I mean,
Oh
and
yeah.
people will say like, "Oh, I know," but like that's the tribal tattoo. That's where they're gonna be similar because that's the raka, that's the haka, whatever they call it. That's like what they do. But like, homie, he looks like he's cosplay. The Rock is cosplaying like an older guy, or like a bearded version. Not even an older guy, really, but like a I don't know. It just looks like you could easily see The Rock. It just looks like The Rock. It's funny. And we might have talked about this before. I can't remember if we ever really highlighted Roman Reigns. It's something that we should be going back on these people's uh, histories and stuff. He played for Georgia Tech. Interestingly enough, he didn't make it to the NFL. Just so very similar backstory. Holy moly! Even with the Jaguars too in Jacksonville. So that's
Like when Brock Lesnar was playing for the Minnesota Vikings.
That's funny because he had a small stint with the Vikings as well. Almost as if these leagues, interlinking leagues, have like connections that we don't know about, huh? Probably not. He's got the 5/25 birthday. Let's do a little digging. What about? I just love the Joseph, Leate Joseph.
Jules.
42nd. Was this not the 42nd Royal Rumble? His name equals 42. I thought I saw that it was the 42nd. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it was. Could be the 42nd.
Oh, geez. Thanks for doing that. Seizure warning. I swear it said, yeah, WrestleMania 4. Oh, okay. No. The road to, okay. WrestleMania 42 is the upcoming thing. Well,
he's got
there
a
you
shot
go.
now. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not to mention the 66 right there. I mean, even the 87 could do something. But I mean, the 42 is very similar too, because doesn't The Rock have the 42 connection? I don't know if it's in The Rock or I don't think it's just Rock, but hell, I don't even remember his name now.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. And it's like that, I think. He's got the 59. I think that's it.
I think it's Dwayne Michael John. I can't even remember.
Dwayne Douglas Johnson.
Douglas.
Douglas.
Double D. It's Double D.
It sure looks like a Douglas. That's a good, clean Douglas boy right there.
It's a Douglas.
84.
84.
Why did I think I could have swore The Rock had a 42 connection. Was it his like number in football? Okay. He also has a May birthday, interestingly enough.
Just a few days after me.
Day after the Illuminati.
Yep.
I'm sure you could do comparisons here and find out something's going on. I'm 100% sure. This shouldn't be too hard to find him a picture. Okay, oh no, he played. Oh, he was a tackle. He wouldn't have had a number like 42. I'm tripping. I already knew that. I don't know why I didn't think about numbers being specific. Why do I? Dude, it's insane. I swear. Is it just Dwayne? Am I tripping, or am I just looking for something? Might just be looking for something. Unless it's Johnson. No, I don't know then. I swear there was a 42 connection with The Rock, but either way. Either way. Let's see if I can find like a comparison picture here. I'm sure they got a wrestling one here. It's funny. Didn't they use the same picture? Anyway. the tattoo. His is on the opposite side, so that's how you know it's not Clark Kent and Superman. Guys, the tattoo's on the other side. Yeah, you'd think he has a shirt off 90% of his life, and you can't find a picture of it, apparently.
Yeah. Apparently,
Right.
I don't know if it was just recently, but apparently he like lost all of his weight. He's like skinny rock now. He's like 200 pounds. I don't know if he put the weight back on, but it was like recently. No, he's had like health problems or whatever.
Yeah, they'll put health problems in front of the obvious thing that happens when you stop taking anabolic steroids. You shrink.
Yeah, they all look like garbage now. Like Triple H, Batista. Batista almost died too. He looked horrible. Like he's like
Holy
making a comeback. But
shit. Holy shit.
I know it's like looking at a picture of myself. I'm like, you call yourself the Rock?
Yo, I could take him. Put me in the ring right now. I got him. That's great. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. Instagram. Is this the only place you can see this? Like, bro, you know what I want. You know what I want. Oh shit. Yeah. That head on, he can kind of like push his shirt out so it doesn't look that bad. But there's no you can't unsee this. You can't unsee this at all. Come on. What size picture is that? Okay, this should be a big picture. Trying to look at the big picture here. Yo. That's great. Glad you pointed that out. I needed that.
Yeah, he lost like 70 pounds of muscle.
Yeah. Maybe get RFK against The Rock before it's all said and done.
This might be.
Let's see here. Roman Reigns. What? This was the 31st. So, oh wow. 365th day of the year. Let's see. What's New Year's? I mean, that's also interesting too, because we're technically on like a Roman version of a calendar. And just doing this on New Year's, the New Year's they say New Year's is there's something there for sure. This would have been New Year's Eve, right? 56 is interesting. We'll just put New Year's Eve, New Year's as well.
Yeah, it was exactly a month after New Year's Eve. Yeah. There's the full moon tonight too
131
on
days.
201. There's the full moon tonight too, but you can't see it here, but it's full moon on 201.
Perfect. I know that there was something interesting on the 20th as well of January. I almost want to say it was a full moon too. Moon chart 2026. Is this 2026? No, it would have been a waxing crescent. Maybe it wasn't moon related. I remember thinking something interesting about the 20th. Forget what it was. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Was it wrestling or wrestler? Oh well. And he's in what brand?
I'm not sure what brand he is.
In WWE or SmackDown. That's the thing I was looking at. I had SmackDown but I didn't think of them as brands. So I wrote SmackDown. That's where the 31 I was trying to bring up with it being
I
on the
think Liv
31st.
Morgan is SmackDown too. I think both SmackDown.
Well, what do you know? 2 SmackDown wrestlers win on the 31st. Or 31 days after the new year too.
I'm pretty sure Liv Morgan's SmackDown.
Let's double check. I got rid of it, I think. But yeah, let's take a look at her background. Daddio? Okay, guys, we gotta take a look at her. Yo, don't be saying her so easily. Chill. She's got jeans like a Daddio. Oops.
Yo, Daddio.
Oh man, there's nothing sacred. Got the reverse of SmackDown, that 103. So got the 301. Interesting. But let's see what she is. Should say she's raw. Honestly, she's a very handsome woman as well. I would not be surprised. Not in the least. Also, because like Gianna is like, or you could pronounce it Gianna, which is like very much like John. It also Jean, her middle name. It's just like 2 guy names and then Daddio. So it's just like chill. It's funny because when they do that, it's like you think you would not want any semblance of like suspicion left in your name. It should be like it should be like glitter pussy or something. Your name should be something like obviously not masculine, but it's like for some reason they always keep a masculine part in their name. It's my jacket here. Daddio, though. Come on, guys. You're watching Daddio wrestle? Okay. All right. You're cheering Daddio on? Okay.
Yeah. Who's your Daddio?
Seriously. A little bit something interesting about the 22-7 thing, but probably not related here. Let's see. Raw. Raw's got that 42. Well, let's do a little. What's up with her? New Jersey, Morristown. Following the death of Daddio's father. It's like, bro. So her grandpa? All right, whatever. Her mother raised all 6 children as a single mother. Wow, so strong. I wonder if there's any pictures of her early life. It says she had to drop out. Why does it like use this as the picture for wrestling? It says she had to drop out.
Okay, I think she worked at Hooters. I think she was working at Hooters, or maybe I think that was her.
They do be hiring.
I think that's how she got the job. Was actually Hooters. It was Hooters, and then someone offered her the wrestling job. I think.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't help but see a dude when I look at her. I don't. It happens a lot, unfortunately, and it's probably just a good mechanism for you to have internally, so you're not letting your willy move looking at pictures of trannies. But sorry, that's a little rash, but I'm just saying, like, if you're spanking one out to Soul Rucka, you need to like rethink your decisions. But I mean, listen to this. She was promoted to the main roster in 2017 and was paired with Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan to form the stable. Is that what they just call? Like, I understand you can call something that, but like to call it that, it's just weird. Always comparing things to like horses and male horses and stuff like that. I always got like Meg the Stallion and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just weird.
That's what they call it in wrestling. They call them stables. Like,
Okay,
they're like stables. Like you had
you could call them a troop too, but they choose stable. Okay, I get it.
yeah.
I'm aware of that in wrestling. That they form coalitions and things of that nature. So
Yeah.
let's see. She defeated Ronda Rousey, huh? So they had a little exhibition match with Ronda Rousey in there. And that must have been recently too, because she just, she was very briefly in wrestling. Interesting. Why I was saying that, I say, so she could have an adult backstory. That makes sense. That like it makes sense that her story would pick up by getting picked up at Hooters. Like, what guy is going to think that a tranny got found at Hooters? It's like more likely you're going to find like a kind of closer to peak, male gaze type of individual at Hooters that you're going to ask to join a wrestling league. And so right then and there, it clicks your brain off from thinking there's anything fishy about it. And in reality, it's it's something that's not fishy when it should be fishy. Anyway, I'll stop. But what I mean is, like, is there a picture of her like celebrating with her mom getting her GED at like 18 or before then, like when she had to drop out of like this story breeds like her a reason for her to not have like pictures. I'm just saying, and then you can't trust pictures anyway. They can just scrub all the pictures and just give AI or like photoshopped edited photos. Let's see. I feel creepy like trying to type in Liv Morgan in high school. You know what I mean? That's just they're just honeypotting me. But you get what I'm saying. Like, this backstory kind of breeds like a backstory that doesn't require her to have any um documentation before high school, or at high school or before. Gives the backstory, and it's just like you don't question any of this stuff. And then by the time she's picked up, it's just like you don't, yeah, you're right. She was at Hooters. I'm telling you, this just reads like all the stories that just don't require the character to have a backstory. Hooters is funny. I wouldn't be surprised if Hooters is an absolute uh what's it called? Almost like the Yale of restaurants. It's like they use it just as a scouting and recruitment office, basically, for
Yeah.
talent. Let's put it that way. Um, yeah, I've been there twice. Once with my Ukrainian friend, and the other time I want to say it was with like my brother and his group of friends. Like, they were older, but
Yeah, I was there, what, like 3 I think it was like 3 years ago. or like it was like maybe like almost 4 years ago, I think, when I was leaving Wyoming before I came back to Washington. I was on a move down there, going down there like around the Denver area. It's like going down to before we hit Denver, we stopped at a Hooters, but that might have been the only time I went to. I maybe have gone there before or been there before, but that's the most recent, almost 4 years ago. But
Yeah, I went for the strawberry lemonade. That's it's great. No, I'm just kidding. So we got Ladyboy and Daddio. God forbid we ever get them in a cage.
yeah,
Be a vicious match. Uh yeah, I'm sure that there is like a way to easily compare two Samoans, both born in May, raised in Florida, played college and NFL football in the Florida area at linebacker. At least I'm actually, what was he? I should not assume. I don't. Oh, Roman Reigns. What was the fuck was his name? Lati Anoyai. They make things so difficult. '96. I assume he's the linebacker. Here we go. Oh, defensive lineman. Okay, similar.
yeah, D line. Same thing with the Rock.
Yep.
94, 96.
Oh yeah, my bad. I kept saying linebacker. That's my bad. I know sports. I promise. $38 total tackles. It's just interesting too because the Yellow Jackets are kind of anyway. Don't need to go into all the esoteric stuff, but anyway, interesting enough. Not sure exactly what to springboard this into. Of course, we can talk about the upcoming Superbowl itself.
We know the links. Linked up.
Of course, getting a little bit of deja vu. I should have just had a. I should have permanently had that Richard Sherman
They
picture.
should have the Super Bowl today with all the 2-1s when that was the 2-1, 201.
Yep, Butler pick up.
Now we
Yep,
get
everything.
now it's going to be the 208.
Gotta love it. Where's the good one? Everybody remembers. Pepperidge Farm
They had
remembers.
something too that they came out with at the beginning of the year where they showed, I forget what it was. I was looking at today where they had there was like a picture. It was like something with, it was like, oh, look at this proof the NFL's rigged or is scripted or whatever, or it's a coincidence or whatever with
all them
that
staring at the sunset in California, right?
It was that they had Sam Darnold and they had Drake May by the Super Bowl trophy, like facing the Super Bowl trophy, and all the other teams were behind him, and they were the closest one to it. They were in the front, and everyone else is in the back, and people were like seeing, oh look, that was out 5 months ago. That's how they know it was that it was fake and rigged, and then some people are like, oh, it's a coincidence or whatever, but I think it's that one right there.
Yeah, which is funny. When I
Yeah,
first saw this,
they
I
make it
thought about,
hard to see.
but yeah, they are like you could say they're up front. Like they're clearly, you could say it's a height difference thing, but they're like purposely made to be like look like they're the closest to it. Very interesting. Yeah, sorry, it is hard to see. I actually that helps. There you go. Sorry, I didn't realize it could go this big. Darnold and Drake. Interesting, interesting.
Burrow's just burrowing in the back.
Mm-hmm. Digging his own grave.
It's like
Looking at
Mahomes. Look at all the crappy. Well, most of the crappy teams are in the back too,
that.
or teams that didn't like disappointed this year, didn't do good. Whatever.
There's probably ways of deciphering all of these things as far as like where they went down in the playoffs and stuff, or like their seasons. They love doing that.
And why they pick
Of
certain
course,
people there. Yeah.
you also have this like strange cloud because like nothing is irregular about this photo. Like they're making it photorealistic. Other than this, like what is the what? Why is it like a
Yeah.
vortex headed towards the sun? Like
Yeah. It's like
you don't
we're
like that
going
kind
down
of
a
stuff when
tunnel
you
or
see that.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a good thing. There's something odd about that. That's not good. Um,
And what's with the LX? Man, it looks like when they spray like a chem wall coming at you. Like it looks like a chem wall right there, whatever, just like blocking everything off. Then the rest is like clear sky, and then it's like you got all like that it's like when they spray and you get that wispy stuff too. Like it looks like kind of
it's also like this whole lead up to the stadium. Like, are these clouds? Are they like on clouds or in the ocean? Like what? Because like they're
right.
level to the ocean, but what is like? Are these like rolling waves or wakes and like
Yeah, I
rocks?
was gonna
Like
say,
what are
what is
these
that? Is
things?
that a boat or a ship right there too? What is that?
Is it? Yeah, that's another good point. This is supposed to be like Levi Stadium, but like
Looks like they're on the ocean.
yeah, this doesn't really make sense. And then like you see they're casting shadows backwards, which makes sense. The sun's there. But like what is this? Is this like a road? What is this? Like this blackened out part with like white lines.
Yeah, it's like dark over there, and you have the dark clouds. Like it's sprayed or chemtrailed. Like they're
But yeah, they're not like swimming. First of all, this would be a death sentence for over half these guys. Sorry. But um yeah, very strange, especially because like Levi Stadium's really not even close to water, like to the actual bay. I mean, you could say it's close, yeah, but it's like not anywhere. It's not like this close.
and the stadium doesn't even look like that. It's like
It's not
what
even.
even is on?
It's not even really in San Francisco. So
Right. What is that on
yeah,
on the right? Is that a dog or something? What even is that?
where at?
Or is that just by the Golden Gate there on the very right
It's
side? What is it?
just like
Yeah.
rocks, and then this is like one of the pillars, like the land pillars.
Uh,
Super Bowl 60. 60 equal.
60.
38.
97.
You know what I think is I find is just so funny is that they're getting Kobe Bryant to the Super Bowl. If you guys don't know, there's a guy named Kobe Bryant on the Seahawks. What is it? It's like, is it? Yeah, there we go. No, yeah, it's Koby. I get it. Oh well, it's fine. There we go. You'll see it right here. Kobe Bryant. It's just like it's just nothing sacred, and
And
it
he's
just makes
26.
yeah, yeah. Um, be
What's his
interesting to
number?
see his stats. Let's take a look. Number 8. Hmm. Number 8. What an interesting. Hmm. He has a defensive touchdown already too, so it's not like he's can't be that bad. Those are pretty rare. Like most people that play safety or cornerback will never get a touchdown. Not Kobe Bryant though. He's a ball hawk.
Got 7 picks. Joining the year of the Tiger.
So he's a rookie too, yeah. Went to Cincinnati.
There's the Tiger.
Just trying to think, is there a connection between Kobe Bryant and Ohio? I can't remember. I mean, obviously LeBron, but and honestly, that's kind of interesting. Find out he was born in the same hospital and shit.
It's gonna be a Kobe Bryant NASCAR driver, Kobe Bryant wrestler now.
They need one in each sport.
Yeah.
How many total yards does he have? Oh, I said he was a rookie. That's my bad. He started in 2020. Okay, that was his rookie season. I see. He has over his 4-year career, he has 130 yards. Not bad. 69 was his long. So this would be his 59th game, funnily enough, as well. Yeah, he's starting, so yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd point that out. I don't think I've heard anyone else talk about it. I've meant to mention it. I just have not been in sports streams or forget to mention it when we're talking. I also didn't know he was a starter. When I saw his name, like the fact, like that's how they do this kind of shit. I don't know if you're an avid sports watcher, I'm sure you know about Kobe Bryant, and maybe you've already thought about it and just like snickered at it and thought it was funny. But like I saw it, and I could only assume that he would have been like a third string, or he was like a rookie or something. So to find out that he's been 4-year starter and or 4-year player and 2-year starter, um, came out of Cleveland, wears number 8. Like, I didn't know all this shit. It's pretty funny.
It's like how the Patriots running back has 911 yards on the season.
I saw you mention that on Free to Find Truth, I think. Let's look at I even forget what the Patriots running back is.
Yeah, I forgot who it is too.
Trayvon Henderson, is that
That
it?
might be him.
Ramondre Stevenson. A lot of consonants going on there. He went to Ohio State. A lot of Ohio's. There we go. Looking for totals here, people. Yep. That's big. That's big.
202 pounds. I think he needs to do just a little bit of cardio.
Just a tiny bit before the game, and he'll have a great game.
Yeah.
Don't really cut at all. Just just sweat it off, really. Just take a piss. Really, just take a piss. And you're there, dude. I think I've heard of Trevion Henderson's name before. But yeah, we could and if you guys don't remember, we have pointed this out before. If you even I think it's just on his like initial like read up as well. Yeah, right here. I mean, with the Tar Heels winning the Sean Alexander Award.
Yep.
So yeah.
That was the Seahawks' first Super Bowl. Yep.
If he would have been on a team with we were making all sorts of funny connections with the Tar Heels and all sorts of funny good stuff. If you
Yep.
haven't seen it, just a few episodes back or so. But
Find those little connections.
yep, exactly.
Those giga chads out there, they'll get you.
Absolutely. August 30th birthday too. That's interesting as well. And it's not always all about the quarterback too. It's like it's usually going to be about the quarterback and or the coach, obviously as well as the owner. So which also keep in mind, guys, wait, my mind is blanking. What's the Patriots longtime head coach?
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick. He just got snubbed off the first ballot Hall of Fame. So, and he was not happy about it. He was like, 6 rings? Is that not good enough?
Yeah, 9 Super Bowls I've been in.
Oh yeah, Mike Vrabel. I did know Mike Vrabel was the coach. Man, I honestly I am tripping. Also, there is the joke there with the whole Broncos thing for their former coach and everything too.
Yeah.
So, was Josh McDaniels the coach during the Seahawks Super Bowl?
He might have been. Yeah, he's been around. That name. Can't remember.
He's from Ohio. Huh. I look up 3 guys. Where are they all from? Ohio.
The football capital.
No. No. So
Or maybe he was the Packers? I can't remember.
I remember that from a way back, I guess. I remember him as the coach of the way back. That's why he's been mostly with the Patriots. I understood that. I remember when he became a Broncos head coach because he was like a steal from the Patriots. And I guess he was he was one of their best offensive coordinators and he was about to reinvigorate the Broncos. But yeah, he got fired after 2 seasons. And he went to the Rams and then he went right back to the Patriots. And then I guess he got a coaching gig with Raiders 2 years and then fired and back as an offensive coordinator with the Patriots. I like, do you not have enough money, bro? Why don't you just stay in your job? Why do you keep I know why, but I'm just saying you look at these shufflings, it's just like, is it prestige you want? Because now you have 2 stints as coach where you basically have 1 season and they're like, okay, you have another season to turn it around, and then you're just fired because you suck. So now instead of just being a great offensive coordinator, you're a terrible head coach and a great offensive coordinator. It's like, did you want to add terrible offensive coach to your resume? I don't. Just stay. They're paying you fine. I'm assuming. Chill. He's got the Thomas middle name too.
Another Thomas.
Well, let's look at Mike Vrabel.
It's good old Patriot days.
Yes, sir.
Part of that Brady bunch back in the day.
Sure. Anyway, I won't say that. Let's see. Michael George Vrabel.
Born in Ohio.
Did it say that?
Yeah. Arkin, Ohio.
Shit.
I was looking at that. I'm like, oh, did we call that or not?
Yo,
another one.
Up.
What is this?
Every single person we've looked up so far has been from Ohio. Bro, you can't have shit in Ohio. I guess you can have a lot of football players, though.
That was the first thing I just seen Ark in Ohio. I just seen it sitting right there. I'm like, did
He's
we
from
call
where
that or not?
LeBron's-
It is sitting right there. Another
He's
one.
from LeBron's hometown. That's hilarious.
Unbelievable.
And you know, what are the odds too that LeBron retires after this season? His 23rd season. There was another marker there for him potentially retiring after the. You could see that the writing on the wall. Like, dude, the highlights that he's in, it's just so it's so funny them like making excuses for why he's not like he still like does great. He has like crazy plays still sometimes. Like obviously the homie can still jump and dunk and do all that stuff. It's like, yeah, I mean, if I was a foot shorter than the rim, I could do some stuff too, I bet. Even at an advanced age, I could imagine. Not comparing myself to a lab rat like him. I'm just saying like even some you could pick up a lot of guys at the court and they'd be able to do that if they had his physique. So it's like take that as you will, but just like all the other things, like he just stands still. He doesn't play any defense at all. It's pretty obvious that he's having weird issues with his hands being sweaty nonstop, which is a sign of a specific I think it's a steroid. I don't know if you quantify it as a steroid or not. I think it is. But anyway, he's just pretty terrible. And but like this, they'll still glaze him at every opportunity, and rarely will they talk anything down about him. So it's just like you can see the writing on the wall that they want him to like go out solid with him still being able to say he played at an advanced stage. Oh yeah, he's 42. That was the other thing. He'll be 42 or whatever. '23rd season at 42 would be pretty funny. Yeah, these Ohio boys, they really know how to get together and put on a show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, got too many things open.
Like all the NASCAR people being from North Carolina, and you got all the football guys from Ohio where it all started. So
some interesting things there. Let's see. I've never spelled this out. I know it's not really what I try to do, but I'll do both. Screw it. We'll see. Just in case we see something interesting.
it's a Super 60.
He does have the match with Super Bowl 60 with 78. But anyway, what was his number as well?
I think it was 50.
Sounds about right.
Maybe not.
No, you're right. Yeah. Like America.
Merc.
Guess we could look at his football reference to see that kind of stuff. Because he's 50 now as well. I'm not Oh, I just had to scroll down. There's just a fat ad. I was like, where's the information? But it's just an ad taking up the whole screen. My bad. Yeah, I was pretty sure they showed a little thing with his jersey numbers. I might just. Oh, it's right over here. My bad. Okay, so he wore 50 briefly with the Chiefs and the Patriots, and then 56 and 96 with the Steelers over 2 different years. But yeah, that big 50, and he's 50 right now. August 14th. Was it? It's on February 8th.
Yep.
$187.
6 months and 6 days. 26 weeks. 187.
187 stands out. Here, real quickly, let me. Oh, just need to scroll down. God, it's throwing me off. 206 games. And he's going against Seattle in the 206 area code. That's interesting.
Like it was the Patriots had 206 yards last week.
Did you end up watching whatever video that was about the? I think I got recommended the same exact video because it had that picture as the thumbnail, and they said why and if the the conference finals were rigged. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I got that in one of the shorts that was like, yeah, people are saying, oh, it's proof it's rigged, or it's people are saying it's coincidence or whatever. It's kind of what they were saying in the video.
Just playing both sides, just clickbaiting, basically. Kobe Bryant.
Or something like, oh, the NFL got busted with their script, whatever, and this is what they said about it, or whatever. It was something like that, I think.
Sam Darnold's got the 101 connection with the Super Bowl 60. They spelled the other way, of course. This could all be arbitrary. This is just fun to look up this stuff. I'm not saying, oh look, we got it. Honestly, I really don't have that much of a vested interest in this game. I don't tend not to care really, but it would be nice to because honestly, I'm kind of other than the narratives we put forward, we've talked about the narratives over 2 different videos if you guys want to check them out. So it's not like we haven't put it out there what our thoughts are. It's just as far as being right about it, I'm not I don't feel beholden to any kind of a call. I'll say who I do think is going to win, but I don't really care either way. I don't have proof. The proof I have isn't really stock. I wouldn't put any stock in the proof that I have so far personally. I know we have some compelling narratives, but they are both ways. For me it's kind of interesting and or I could see it going both ways. Could they be paying homage? I mean, they're definitely paying homage to not just the previous time they met, but obviously Tom Brady, who I believe will be in some way involved in the game. Let's just double check that. They've been doing a Tony Romo and or Tony Romo on or Tom Brady on the AFC or NFC side. And then of course the prime time matches, they have their crews for like the night matches or Monday nights and things like that. But during the playoffs, they've been alternating Tony Romo. And Tony Romo is unbelievably hard to listen to. He's so annoying. Yet he's considered a wizard. Like he knows it's so funny. I thought he was only known for the butt fumble. Wasn't he the butt fumbler? Wasn't that
Or
Tony Romo?
that was Sanchez.
Oh yeah, that was Mark Sanchez.
Romo screwed up the
He did some sort of snap,
yeah, he
snafu.
fumbled a snap. That was the I can't remember if that was against the Seahawks or not.
It
That was
was.
the
It
yeah, that was
was.
the
I think that's
NFC
why I remember it.
Championship.
Yeah, I think that's why I remember it. Uh,
Yeah. That was the game to get them to their first Super Bowl, I believe.
yeah. Wasn't that against the Denver that year? Was that the Denver year? This
That was
all just it all just blends together.
yeah, Denver that year was they lost AFC championship to the
Okay, never mind.
Steelers.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
was so long ago. See, this is what I mean. Like, even like if it's not fresh in my head at all to remember even who was our quarterbacks or anything at the time. Yeah, this is quite a ways back. Yeah. 100%. This was the
Well, this was the year after the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl then, yeah. The
yeah,
2006, yeah. So this was the year after, January
yep.
6th, yeah.
That's right. He picked it up and tried to run.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I mean, but guys, look back on these moments. This shit's rigged.
Look at the
A
field goal
hundred
attempt with
percent.
119 left.
Yeah,
119.
great catch on
A
that too.
19-yard field goal with 119 left.
Guys, come on. Come on. And who was the kicker at the time, too? He got to the 2-yard line, too. I remember that, too. They made it, and they had to make it close as well. The wet ball. Let's see. 2007 Cowboys kicker.
I think it'd be the 2006 kicker.
Okay.
The 2006 season.
I got you. Mike Vanderjagt. Oh, no. Martin Gramatica was the kicker at the time. Martin Gramatica. What a name.
Yeah, that name always looked like gematria to me.
It's like
Grammatica.
grammar and mathematica. It's like
Yeah.
together.
Let's call you gematria.
Grammatica nickname Automatica. So stupid. I mean, I guess he's from Ohio. No.
If he is, I'm dead. I'm dead.
That'd be fine. I don't think he is. I think it just said he's not from there. He's from Argentina, which is even funnier. You got a guy from Argentina in on the play. So anyway. Kind of looks like the guy from the Walking Dead, but anyway. Yes, funny to go over these plays. Great catch on the 19 and the 119. That's just so funny. That's
Grammatica, the Dramatica. Grammatica.
I don't know. Was it Martin? Martin Grammatica 6'7". Oh.
Not another 6'7".
Anyway, that was the page. I'm so bad at that. I get rid of things too easily. Who is casting? Because I know it'll be the normal people. Oh, they're putting Mike Tirico in. He's so boring, bro. These are the boring, bro. Mike Tirico is so bad because he does NBA shit too. And dude, they've been having like Snoop Dogg as an analyst in the NBA. Did you know that? It's so fucking cringe, dude. It is insane. I don't know who they're trying to like capture, what audience they're trying to capture. I don't get it. It's so like Snoop Dogg's over there, dude. But the funny thing about it is Snoop Dogg is so biased towards black people. It's so hilarious. Like very rarely will he praise a white player doing something good. It's so funny, which is hilarious to me. I don't find any problem with it. I think it's hilarious. It's a great angle. But like, and he will say like white boys and stuff. But Yeah, this is like as boring as it gets. I mean, guys, we used to have John Madden where he just like having seizures while he talked. Used to be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, drawn. I loved his the way he draw on the screen, just making all the designs.
He was definitely a character.
That's kind of like how Benny Parsons was in NASCAR too. He was good.
Is he still alive?
No, Benny's dead. Benny died. He always reminded me of John Madden though. Big Benny.
Yeah, really lackluster casting crew. What the hell? I mean, guys, you got to understand, Mr. 3-3 Chris Collinsworth is definitely a gatekeeper of the NFL casting committee and stuff like that. You understand that, right? He says the gayest stuff, which is on par with masonry. You know, he's definitely had tips put onto his body willingly or unwillingly during these stupid rituals that they like to do with his nips out. So like he just lets the most gay stuff slip of almost all the announcers. Uh, on top of that, he's just dry and he just says the most cookie cutter things about every single play. And then Mike Tirico's the same way, especially with the NBA. But Mike Tirico's becoming so much more cringe now because he's like adopting all of the kids' phrasing now. It's unfortunately I know it all because anyway, you'll see these like edits of the NBA that are that show like say Luca pops off or like Stephen Curry or any of these players pop off. They'll do like a quick like NBA like a YouTube short and they'll have like they have all these sound bites that are like the most popular things right now. So it's like if you go in between the legs, I'm sitting here explaining memes like we're so cooked. But anyway, if you like go in between the legs, it's just like tween tween. Like, and so he'll say that shit. I'm like, Mike, chill. It'll be like Russell Westbrook goes tween tween. I'm like, dude, stop. It's so fucking cringe. But
If there's a 67-yard something, he's going to be going off on the 67.
Oh yeah, he's like, this place will be exploding.
67 yards.
He's got 6-7 yards.
Touchdown.
Dude, if there's this, that's a light call. I'm willing to make a light call that there's going to be a 67-yard play.
Or someone's going to end up with like 67 yards or something.
Or something like that. Or like a halftime yard total or something like that. That's actually worth a small. I'm willing to go out on a limb and say that it has been the year. I mean, obviously the preliminary up until the beginning of the calendar year, all the way through, it still isn't dead. That thing's it's there for a reason, and we know damn full well the reason, and they're not taking it away for a reason too. So it's just like, yeah, they need these kids yelling 6-7 as long as they can possibly get it. For all we know, it's like a sleeper cell activator, and it's just activating all these people who are just like slumbering in like closets but in alleyways, and you just got kids eventually rolling by. Yeah, 6-7. It's just like, oh, kill the senator. Or, well,
you should see what they did at the trampoline park. Like all the little foam squares, like where you jump in at the pits and stuff. They all of them, all the foam things have like 6-7 carved into them. It's just devastating. It's just there's that one kid that one night that's going 6-7, 6-7. I heard him doing that, and then but then like it's not just like what I hear and what I see, and then I look in the pit and I look at all those squares and all of them just carved up, and I see 6-7 everywhere, and it's just like, oh my god.
A pit is a good representation of what it is. So
right.
They should be in the pit. It's just now we got to light it on fire.
Got to get new foam blocks. Now you ruined them. Could have put any number in there, any number at all. Put 6-7. Nope.
You know what's interesting too? I forget the Seahawks head coach name too.
Did you hear that they were like they were saying that the Seahawks were going to get sold after this game or something? They were like selling the team or something. I heard that like yesterday or the day before. He's 38.
We'll definitely look that up here in just a second. That's very interesting.
And then I heard
Uh,
something else too. There was something else that the Seahawks are getting like sued like 5 million or something for something they did or didn't do or something too. I don't know, just weird, really weird stuff.
oh, they go up for sale after Super Bowl 60.
Yeah. And then they got fined like $5 million or something for something they did or didn't do. I just heard.
2 days ago, Paul Allen's estate said they are not for sale. We know how they like to do that.
Yeah.
Definitively give an answer and then, oh, psych, they were. Hmm. He's been gone a while. You guys could have done this a little sooner. I mean, he's been gone a while. You know what I mean? Very good. Good pointing that out. I'll have to look more into this. That's very interesting because I know his sister's been running things. I did know about that. I mean, I was a Mariners fan and a Trailblazers fan and a Seahawks fan, so I knew about all this stuff. Um,
Yeah, I think the
that's
$5 million thing just happened today. I think what I seen. I don't know.
ownership issues.
Yeah.
NFL is adamant that the Seahawks were not fined $5 million for failure to compliance with league ownership requirements. Who's making the report then? Yahoo Sports? I trust Yahoo Sports. They don't ad block me. They don't make me sign up. I trust them. Jody Allen is taking too long to sell the Seahawks. So they're looking to sell ownership, which could, I doubt it would mean relocation because didn't they just renovate? They didn't like that. Their stadium's relatively new.
Yeah, it's like where are they gonna go too?
The league denied it. This reads almost exactly like the NASCAR articles. We will not be changing playoff. We will not be changing rules format next year under any circumstances. Is that clear?
Yeah, at first, I heard that they were going to or they're thinking about it or something, and they said no, we're not. There's no way. It's never gonna happen, and they end up doing it. It's just like they're just so back and forth. Everything they say, it's just.
Oh, this is crazy. Okay, so the league is stepping in as basically going against his sister, saying they're doing what's in best interests of Paul Allen, what he would have wanted. That's so fucked. You got a corporate entity coming in and just saying we're doing what's best for your brother, and you're just like being bullied around, which and they're putting the money towards philanthropies. Oh, so what? We get more. So you get more rainbows painted in Seattle. So you get more drag time story hours. So you get more Starbucks put up. What? What's the philanthropy that you're doing in the Seattle area? Place is a fucking hellhole, just like Portland. And Paul Allen was heavily involved in Portland as well, owning the Blazers. So anyway, yeah, good point. Good point out here. Having said that, see this is interesting because it's almost kind of that adversity that they love to give like a team adversity and like the something of unknown about the team, and then you kind of flip the narrative on its head and say like they did this even through this like weird adversity. Because I don't think the Patriots are going through any adversity. They're in no fear of like leaving the Boston, Massachusetts area or anything like that. But or
Yeah,
have
because
any
Seahawks
ownership
are
crisis.
favored to win. Yeah, they're
That's what I was going to do too. Look at the odds. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, because the Seattle's favored. Yeah, because I don't think the Patriots are going through any suing or lawsuits or relocation, any of this stuff, any of these weird storylines. So yeah, it's very interesting.
You got Darnold and Donald.
Yeah, because if the Patriots won, then they'd have the most Super Bowls. They'd have the most.
Or tied for the most or most? Does the Steelers have, or is it the Cowboys or something like that? Of course, modern era. Oh no, you're right. You're right. Steelers, yeah, they would tie break the Steelers. Yeah,
they'd have 7. Brady with the 7. It's like NASCAR. You got the 7. Richard Petty with the 7. Earnhardt with the 7. Johnson with the 7.
They love their 7s. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this homie's full name? Come on. Oh, come on. What's his full name? Come on. Oh, he's from Boston, Massachusetts.
we got a perfect fit for you, buddy.
Yeah. Go in there, infiltrate.
Yeah.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go in there. You listening, Mike?
This is Austin from Boston.
$6.26. He's born 87, wasn't that? Well,
there's some 78s. You got the reflection.
Yeah, I've seen that. But yeah, he's 38, so that's interesting. Sam Darnold equals 38. 60 equals 38. Oh yeah, didn't Zach show who was doing the halftime show? It's gonna be just like a shit show from what I can remember him saying. Oh yeah, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny,
like,
yeah.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. Like, what are we doing?
Bad Bunny and football for exact 4-cipher match. Good a job for
so
you,
he's
Bad
the
Bunny.
headliner, but wasn't there somebody else? Oh, I mean, we could talk about political stuff too to close out too. There's the whole like Nicki Minaj Trump thing, right? The Trump accounts. But anyway, we'll stay here until we're still doing a little look-see poo.
That was kind of interesting too. Thinking about that Bowman Gray race too. Whatever happens with that this week, or if it happens at all, they had Biffle's thing on. They have his like 16 put like on in the infield. They put his number and stuff, the Biff or whatever, and they had. I know Denny Hamlin's got a little like a thing for his dad on his car, like a little sticker and stuff. I think they might have something for the race too. So this is kind of a ritual race too, with just the way they're kind of going about it. I think from the last time I looked, when we brought up just a few weeks ago, I think because I know with the way we've been on them, they have to be. We got them squirreling. We got them really squirrely because I'm pretty sure right when we were talking about this stuff, I'm pretty sure they Biffle's car. I think they moved his car in the museum. I think they took it out and they put it. I don't know. They might have put it back, but I think they got it away from Chad Littles, or they moved it from Chad Littles or whatever. I know
what is it? It's the. I'll just put museum. I can't remember what it was. The Hall of Fame Museum. What was it called? It was
yeah, the
yeah,
RFK.
RFK
Yeah,
Racing Museum.
yeah. See, it's right there
Yeah,
now.
they put it in
They,
the front and center.
yeah, they moved it.
As you can see, what he's saying is it used to. We've shown this before.
Yeah.
They did have it pinned right here, right next to Little's.
There's multiple pictures of it too. There's
Yeah,
even like videos. I went through. There's quite a few YouTube shorts of his car sitting next to Chad Little's too.
but there it is now. Yeah, great point.
Yeah, literally right when we said that, I mean that's how they know. They're like, oh, they're onto us. We got to move that car.
Nice of them to put up some metal shelves. Nice. Really says who he was. I remember Greg Biffle from the metal shelves at the museum.
Yeah, it's got a couple Washington State drivers here with Jack Roush just sitting in the garage.
Yeah, that's a great point, dude. I did want to quickly peer in because like his state's been get his don't do this now. He's been Governor Bill Lee, our favorite governor of all time, other than maybe Arnold. His state's been going through it, and here he is doing the picture posing as they all like to do. But yeah, I did want to quickly take a look just to either look at or eliminate one particular driver from potentially winning this next race. So I figured we'd do our due diligence with a race coming up rather than not, as has burnt us in the past. You do got to go to a stupid October 9th. That's right. I need to remember that. Let's see, October 9th. Should be the 4th. So from his last birthday, 118 days. Is there a race on October 9th? No, that would be. November 29th. Is it Gray with the EY? I can't remember. No, it's AY. I'm tripping. What would be the 119th day of his age?
got that 47. Yeah, Kurt Busch just turned 47 in the Hall of Fame.
Or it'd be a span of 119 days. Sorry, not 119 day of his age. It'd be a span of 119 days from his previous birthday to this next race, which has been
And
postponed.
17 too, like Kill. 17 like Kill too. The 119 and the 17 like very interesting.
And they're moving this race to a day that has 330 days left in the year, like 33.
And the 119, like April 29th, the 119th day of the year. Yeah, it's all very interesting. Yeah, well, I'm really interested to see if they go with Wednesday with that. We'll have to keep an eye on
Yeah,
that.
that's true. If it stays not postponed, I mean, just if it keeps its original date. Got that 86. Oops. November 29th. Let's take a look real quick. Be 68 days for him. Gotta love his day of the year, 333rd day of the year. Still remember that mega alignment he had where it was like the 333, the 222, and the 111. It's pretty funny. And then I don't remember, did we oh yeah. No, we've talked about Bowman Gray and Winston-Salem and North Carolina. Obviously, we talked about that. I'm tripping. I forgot it was in North Carolina for some reason. More specifically, Winston-Salem as well. That was one of the reasons why I
the
said
Winston Cup, yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
why I said they were going
you
back
look
to
at
the
it
old
too. I
school.
mean, they have Kurt Busch going in the Hall of Fame. He won the first chase, and now they're going back to the chase. I mean, yeah, there's just so many overlaps. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean,
On MLK Drive.
and that's the way they line this stuff up too. I mean, and we pointed it out so many ways. I mean, but just like I said, it's just like I send you that picture of Biffle, and it says it's Chad Little, and they take that down. Then we find his car and figure out where Biffle's car. It's next to Chad Little's. Then they move his car. There's everything they do. I mean, and it's how synced up it is too. I mean, you got to look at it. Chad Little had finished his first race in NASCAR. He finished 13th. Greg Biffle's first race, he finishes 13th. So they both finished 13th, their first race. And look at Chad Little's first Busch race, where it's at Watkins Glen. What's his middle name? Glenn.
Yep.
Your first race in the Busch series is at Glenn. When your middle name's Glenn, it's perfect. I mean,
206.
and all that stuff connecting too. I mean, you got because that was before Jack Roush bought Chad Little's car too. That was Mark Ripon with that 97 Grand Prix in 97, and before that, Mark Ripon. It's like what you have with Joe Gibbs, the football coach there for Washington. Then he owned Joe Gibbs, Bob Labonte, Tony Stewart, those cars, and then you have like Mark Ripon, Canadian quarterback owning that stuff. So yeah, I mean, you have so many overlaps. I mean, you had Randy Moss, Motorsports. I mean, all these guys, mixing up from other sports and others from NASCAR, wrestling, football. I mean, it's all just so connected in so many ways.
Don't be surprised to get Malcolm in the middle in a NASCAR race before too long. Because does he do truck racing? Is that the one he's in? You know what I'm talking about? What's his name?
Sounds familiar.
What's the dude's name? Of course, they're
Malcolm in the middle.
Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz. He does truck. I want to say he does trucks. Uh,
33.
Oh, soccer. Okay. Yeah, he is truck series. Yeah. He's led a lap at some point. Let's go.
In the lead. It's ranked 26th.
To say he did. So I just saw some. I mean, obviously he's filming for the Malcolm in the Middle reboot. So I don't know if he's not driving this season. It did kind of allude to that in a headline I saw, really just peering into this. But yeah, they're rebooting this show. Can only imagine they just want to kill it. Even like they just love killing shows. Not to say that the shows deserve to live, but I'm just saying there's just no originality, and that's all it
Yeah,
is.
I'm gonna milk him in the middle.
Yeah, he's kind of they kind of made him infamous because this was his career boomed at the same time as like Ashton Kutcher, who was doing like what was it, Pranked? Is that was his show? Wasn't it just called Pranked? Or
I think
fuck,
it
what
was
was
something
it?
like that.
Which is so because now Ashton Kutcher's doing like the dark using human testing to give people facelifts that the fountain of youth, like he's doing some creepy horror show on FX, which is just so funny because like there's like undertones of like trafficking humans in that show, and he's supposedly somebody who was like at the forefront of child trafficking, who was like fighting against it. Do you guys remember? If you guys, do you guys remember when he was like going to court, kind of similar to Matthew McConaughey in court to stop school shootings with his stupid shoes? It was very similar stunt like that with Ashton Kutcher, who was, which is so much funny because you see the themes because you know he married a GI Jane lady, and there was like a 20 some odd year age gap. Um, Demi Moore. Anyway, what was Ashton Kutcher's show? But yeah, they would constantly be trying to like prank Frankie Muniz or like the paparazzi would be he's like assaulted the paparazzi or something like that. Uh, prank show. Yeah, it was just punked. That's what it was, not pranked. Punked. You got punked. So stupid. But yeah, it was just all the rage to like go up to celebrities or whatever. I'm sure all this stuff is staged. I'm not saying I believe it was real or anything. I'm just saying he was known for crashing out against like at fans and stuff like that. And I believe he assaulted fans and had I think something got involved with the law or whatever. Anyway, well, I don't know how we got here. I don't know where we are or how we got here. Um, But yeah, look out for William Byron in snowy North Carolina because right now we got William Byron in snowy Tennessee out there picking up one branch at a day, taking photos in the snow. It might be William Byron taking photos in the snow after this next race. So look
He's
out for that.
28. 28's a perfect number. Next year's his golden birthday. Or no, this year will be his golden birthday.
What?
Or it will be
Yeah,
next year. 97, yeah. Or no, it'll be this year. Almost next year, but he just had his birthday, but
we'll see if I can just do this. No, I guess not.
going for 3 in a row.
Let's just go to. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, that's another thing we've talked about. That this will be his potential third opener, and they love their threes. We've
Yep.
documented their love of threes.
25 years since Dale Earnhardt died. Quarter century.
Be a 17th win. Oh no, this wouldn't count, right? I'm tripping. Well, we could do a comparison real quick. October 26th. It's not that far off from this. 102 days. The 14 weeks and 4 days. That's a fun number. At 144.
It's like the Seahawks right now. They're 14-4 at home in the postseason.
And this is basically a faux home game, but I'm sure the Patriots will travel well, as they like to say. So you got two mics going up against each other too. I just realized as well. Mike
Mike and
McDonald
Mike.
and Mike and Mike in the morning.
Gonna be mic'd up.
Yep. Gotta love the McDonald too. E-I-E-I-O. He even has the just sprinkled in here and there. There's just been that 22/7 thing, that whole pie thing. Anyway, it's just something I noticed. Yeah, a lot of 38s. 206 is sprinkled in that look interesting. Haven't noticed a lot of like 94s or anything like that that say Seattle, Washington, or was it 68 that's like Seattle? But then again, we should do our due diligence here, because I forget Boston's number. I did know about Boston 77 because of what's his face from the Blazers and the Celtics, Bill Walton.
I'm
Blazers
2-2 tomorrow. Tomorrow is 2-2, so maybe there'll be something going on in Boston tomorrow. Maybe something with the Patriots.
Maybe another marathon bombing or something.
Yeah.
Boston, MA. Is it two S's? No.
55.
26 kind of here too as well.
Yep. 253.
What's the Levi Stadium? 7245.
See ritual numbers.
Of course, they're doing it in a very Catholic city. 2772. Perfect. What's the CA? Santa Clara, CA does have that 94, which is kind of interesting.
Yep. The 86.
Yeah, I saw that too.
79.
Oh, what is... Isn't it like Seattle Seahawks 137? No, it's something else. Was it? No, that's the 129 one. That's right. Interesting. Seahawks has that 87 though. And like the reverse of 78. Anyway, what's the Pats got? Pats. What is that word that's... Oh, is that like Earth or something like that? No, it has the 5225, but there's another one that has, I think, 56 in it. Was it? Yeah. Pats and Pope have a 4-number overlap.
Pat the Pope.
Did he bless this one? You would imagine he blesses everyone because he's from America. Let's see. Pope Leo bless Super Bowl. Interesting, like people. Okay. Oh wow! Even news places are doing this. This is how they dumb down like patterns that this community, like Zach's community has pointed out. Now they just treat it like it's like a TikTok trend. Like this is how they dumb it down to people who like will see it from KIRO King News in Seattle, and they'll just oh, this is trending. You guys didn't like. You're not the project. It's like everybody knows about this. This is just like this isn't anything hidden. There, this is because like this is stuff that Zach's been talking about. He's been tracking the whole Pope Seahawks thing since it's
Yeah.
been happening. So and now they're just like, go, oh look, new Pope for Seahawks Super Bowl. Holy coincidence! Fuck
Ooh.
you guys. 4 days ago, guys. 4 days ago. This is bullshit, dude.
This is what I mean. These people, they watch us, man. They know
Of
exactly what
course.
we're talking about, when we're talking about it, and that's how it's amazing. I mean, we are on them with everything. I mean, NASCAR, I mean, everything with NASCAR is led into this too, and everything we've been talking about in football and wrestling and all this stuff. I mean, and you just see how they do it. I mean, we call it out, we show it, and they remove it. I mean, they do it either that day or that week, or they got to change something up or switch something up. I mean, I've never seen them just dance around as much as they have like this offseason. I mean, this offseason has just been insane with what they've been saying and doing and how they move, I mean, things around. And, and I kind of feel like it's kind of, it's interesting in a way too, because like I said, like the Bowman Gray race too, how they got like the snow in there and the weather uh for that race, the expedition race, how they're kind of covering it up and pushing it back, and they got the biffle thing in the field and stuff. It's like they're showing you it, telling you, hey, it's covered up. It's they don't want you to see it. It's we are manipulating. I kind of feel like that's kind of what they're doing too. Like, oh, this race, we got that on the logo. We know about that. We know about the off season. Yeah, we're gonna push this back. We're gonna postpone this. We're gonna give you some snow. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Just different ways of mocking you and manipulating all of this. It's very interesting what they're doing.
And like we've talked about, you have people that have the inside lanes, if you will, or the inside lines, one letter difference there. That can it's almost like they have the decoder ring for say this race gets pushed back to the day after or 2 days later. They'll know what that means. They'll know that shuffles who's might win or whatever, depending on they have that kind of information. For us, if we sit here and we make a decode for the fourth and they push it back to the fifth, that invalidates your decode for the fourth. That doesn't mean your decode for the fourth was wrong. It just means that, you know what I mean? They can do that on the fly, and then we have a day to figure it out. Just the same way they'll do like surprise star comes back from injury without any notice, or things, all these little ways of manipulating, or surprise, like Zilich not racing in the race and he has his guy come in and race for him, or the backup guy. It's just like, if you got your ticket punched for Zilich winning another race, I mean, what's funny is I think one of those races the guy still did win, but so they do like to fuck with you double. But anyone live betting after Zilich goes out, they're probably like, oh shit, I'll bet on somebody else. And then they're like, shit, Zilich 88 still won, shit. But anyway, yeah, it's just these different ways of manipulating that keep you on your toes. And especially for, obviously you wouldn't call this necessarily a big race, but it is a indicator race for sure. And you're absolutely right. The more we talk about it and shine a light on it, heads up, or not heads up, big up to Illegal Smile as well. He's been putting out a lot of great information, honestly, pretty strictly talking in a roundabout-ish way, not to like dumb down his stuff. It's just there's a lot of information there, but it does all point towards the nearing races. Obviously the Daytona 500 more so, but he did, include the Bowman Gray race and gave his thoughts on who might win it as well. So yeah, we're putting a lot of information out there, whether or not it's, necessarily concise up to this point. It could definitely stand to be more concise, but there's information out there, and we're giving our thoughts on the narrative, and then they have something like snow that could change it up at the drop of a bucket. So it's really hard to rest on any kind of laurels on a narrative when we're going to be game time decision, basically figuring out where we're going with this race.
That's gonna be really interesting to see if they do decide to run it Wednesday or what happens here. how it all ends up playing out. It's gonna be a very interesting week.
Yeah, Wednesday would also be interesting too. Wednesday is named after, what is it, like Hermes or something? What is it? Bro, my mind is blanking. All these things that I used to say, like I remember saying this stuff, but now I'm just like tripping on it. Name origin. Oh, Odin. Okay. That's the one I'm thinking of. So Mercury, yeah. Whew. Interesting. Because Mercury is a car brand, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, true.
Or was a car brand.
Yeah, it was a car brand. Yeah, it's like Saturn used to be a car for GM.
Absolutely.
All these planets.
Of course, you got the Subaru logo, which, anyway, obviously the Toyota logo being Saturn as well.
Right.
I want to say Ford had something planetary involved, but I can't think of it at the moment. I don't think it was in their logo. I'll type logo, but I don't think it was a logo. Planet Ford. No, I understand that there's a place. Stop. In Texas, visit Planet Ford. Of course, there's a Planet Ford, but Ford Planet plant themed car. Oh, the Galaxy. That duh.
Oh, the Galaxy, yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, guys. I'm sorry. I'm fuzzy in the head. That one's so obvious too. That one hurt when I read that. My bad. I'm sure, yeah, if you guys know cars and you're screaming at your phone, I'm sorry, or your TV, whatever. My bad. I know about the Galaxy. I'm tripping. So yeah, it's like every car brand has had their is like planet related. So it just makes you wonder like why which is just so antithetical too, because it's just like, why is the car brand planet based? Like it's almost like it's proof of the inferiority of our technology. Why do we name it after planets that we should be, like visiting and stuff like that? Why do we name our little oil runners down here on the ground after like, is it just mind tricks to make it seem more advanced to like the average person? Does it add that like layer of like wow factor to the person buying it? I never really understood that. Like the names of cars, like why people cling to like names and things about cars. Like, does it run? Does it have a motor you can fix?
Yeah.
How's the chassis look, brother? What do you mean you need it to be named an Escalade? Escalade? What? Who cares? Like what it's crazy. But yeah. Brands do be brands. Yeah, I mean, for scrapping this thing together, I'd say we at least were able to slug along a few themed ideas and talk about enough to hopefully give you guys some thoughts and open up the idea section in the comments for what you guys think about obviously the upcoming NASCAR races, but also more obviously the Superb Owl coming up. Woo! Be like, who's in the Super Bowl? But anyway,
the Seahawks can either be a 1-4 or they could be 2-4, 1-4, 2-4. So
Funnily enough, this race is scheduled for 2-4. So that's more Seattle connection, obviously with the Biffle Washington thing. And like who was I was talking to somebody just recently. It's like it's so. I mean, it's obviously clear to us the amount of death and killing that happens before major sports rituals. But I mean, we just happen to be covering NASCAR pretty consistently, and all of a sudden, one of their largest names goes down in the offseason, and then they continue that through with the whole how home robbery, and they're keeping his name, and now they're doing this whole. He was, obviously big in the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. They had a thing for him, and they even had their own separate, whatever you call it. I don't know what the fuck they call it. My brain is too fuzzy right now. But anyway, they had a ceremony. They had a ceremony for him in did they have it in Florida? I think it was like in Florida or something. Anyway, might have been in North Carolina. But anyway, a lot of off-season madness. Of course, you have the same week his house is robbed. You have Denny Hamlin's father dying in a fire. You just have a lot of obvious like rituals leading up to the Super Bowl, and you're just, it's not arbitrary. And from where we're sitting, you see all the connections. Obviously, you mentioned, obviously, Michael Annette as well.
Michael Annette, yep.
So the Washington connections with all the deaths. Is clear. Does that mean Seattle's going to win? No, it just means that it has to happen. There has to be a visual representation of death and sacrifice for a game. How many times are they going to interview these guys and tell them the reason they're there is because of their sacrifices? It's like, guys, this is not arbitrary stuff. They're telling you right to your face. It's just, on the ground level, you sit there and think about the sacrifices you make for your family and how you to go to for the job you have or for this and that. But that's different. That's not what they're talking about. They're not talking about. They don't have your life. These people do not have the same lives as we have. Their sacrifices they're talking about are the sacrifices they're told to talk about by their damn handlers. I don't know if you guys have handlers or not, but I know we don't. So. These are two different concepts, and so we really need to learn to separate and see through these lies and the scripts and through the TV propaganda and see these things for what they are: death rituals, but performed by death cults, Masonry, Jesuit order, Catholic Church, all combined in on this crap. I could list off 10 other major secret societies or member only initiatives, or obviously the government agencies, the 3-letter agencies that are all combined into this, which are, functioning as one mega conglomerate, really, with, their clandestine leadership. But at the end of the day, we're up against people that can work together towards one goal. And we're talking about the entertainment level of what they do. We're talking about the things they put out to keep us drinking beer and eating nachos at Tostitos every year. This isn't their main focus. It is a major focus, 100%. 100% it's a major focus. But do you think the same brain power goes into the development of this halftime show as it does to like firebombing a country and getting what they want out of it? We can't sit here and say these two things are totally separated. They're not. Their strings are attached. The red thread, if you will, for any conspiracy theorists. Oh, he said red thread. Oh shit, is he Jewish? No. Anyway, but it's like these things are all interlinked. The deaths are for a larger ritual. The Super Bowl is for a larger ritual. All of us being pacified is for a larger ritual. It all pays off for them in different levels for the same goal as world domination through, from what I can tell, as little effort as possible. I can only imagine before it's such a trade-off too, without going into a huge diatribe. We're wrapping up here and I'll let you finish this off. It's just what's so disappointing to me is you had an era before all the smartphones and everything, even like 40 years, like the before smartphones or any like major internet technology, and 40 years before that up until then, where, you know, information didn't move as fast and it would be harder to mass propagandize people, or at least slower to. And you can almost imagine truth seekers, let's just call us truth seekers in that time, were just like, if only I had a way to free my brethren across the country, across the globe, or across the plane, for everybody. So just saying something for everybody there, with this with some, you know, faster way. And then they get it and they just see it be just it become a monster that it's even worse now. It's like the lack of high speed information or like fast moving information was actually the only thing curtailing their ability to mass propagandize us even faster. So it's so disappointing that us, a humanity as a whole, as the ones not in the club, couldn't come together and utilize something. Yes, it was given to us for the express purpose of getting us to where we are now, and look where we are. It's just disappointing that we couldn't mount a larger resistance.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just where I'm at with things too. And it's just crazy. It's just like you just have so many people, but it's just nobody's. You know, it's just weird. It's just you have so many people, but no one's gonna fight. And it's just like even people that it's like, you know, you try and like share good information, whether you know it's like a comment or whatever, and you know you try and share with other people on their channels and stuff, and it's just like it just doesn't, a lot of times doesn't go anywhere, doesn't get any traction, like no one likes it. It's like the stuff that, you know, we're trying to link everybody together and give people the best knowledge and get people all on the same page and show people exactly what's going on, no matter what we're talking about. It doesn't have to be gematria, it could be anything. And it's like I just don't get it, like why there's just got to be so much it's like the most division is in the truth community too. That's the thing. It's like the most division is in the truth community. It's like people that want to talk about truth and fact stuff, because like certain stuff just, you know, it's just not going to get any ground. You know, you're not going to make any ground up on anything with certain people and certain topics and stuff. And it's just crazy to me how certain people don't find these things interesting. Like you don't have to be like, for what we do, you know, you don't have to be into NASCAR, into wrestling, or in football in the stuff that we talk about and the stuff that we show. I mean, it's undeniable. I mean, if you like, and just the fact, I mean, how I was saying, like how like Kurt Busch just got put in the Hall of Fame and stuff too, and it's like he won the championship in 2004 in the Sharpie 97, and then, you know, Biffle won that race. You know, I went back and I watched his little Hall of Fame speech too of Kurt Busch and stuff too. He was talking about how he had his first uh big race in like March of '94, and then he's talking about that first start he had at Dover there in 2000. Like it was literally just 6 years. What he's talking about, like 6 years and stuff, how all that came to be and how all this got set up and things like that. It's just unbelievable is the way these, I mean, it's just, and there's never been a better time to talk about the stuff and catch stuff that we have, because I mean, we've been putting it together so well, but it's just, it's just the point where it's just like, we're all just living our own lives and we're all this in our own little world, because that's the best you're going to get. It's like everybody out there, they're just doing their own thing. It's like they're not gonna fight for anything. They're not gonna stand up. They're not gonna do nothing, or they're just not interested in what you have to present or the things you talk about. Even though it's literally the same things they talk about in like the same ways, and it's just adding information. It's just the weirdest time we're living in. It really is. I really can't even describe what it's like just going day to day through things. Just like it's just I don't know. We're in a weird moment, and Yeah, it's just so hard to say where we're gonna be just down the line, down the road. It's just there's so many people that people will say people are waking up, people are doing this, people are doing that, and it's just they got it's just they got everybody and everyone is in their lives, but they're all going through whatever they're going through in their life. Like everyone has just got the craziness, the chaoticness of the world, or their life is just jam packed, or they're too busy, or they're just on the treadmill of life, and it's just they just don't have time for things, or just wearing people out, or whatever it is, and it's just crazy, and just yeah, here we are, and we got all the knowledge, all the power in the world. Yeah, this is where it's at, and it's it's like I always say, shout out to Zach and everyone and all the people that are in this community, because there's no other community where that really puts it together like we do. I mean, you just see all these NASCAR people, NASCAR channels and stuff. I was watching like a Mark Martin. There's like some Mark Martin. He was on podcast this week too, talking about stuff too. I was listening to some things he was saying too. About the old Roush days and things like that, and he was kind of talking about some of the things we were talking about, but it's just there's no one out there that's going to give you better knowledge and better stuff than we are. I mean, we're putting this together just undeniably, just week in, week out. How they're syncing all these things together. I mean, you just you can't imagine where we're going to be another month or 2 or 3 from now with all the stuff they got going on, and where all this is going. I mean, it's just there's no one else in the world that we even know that's linking all these things together. I mean, that's syncing these things up. All these people just look at things and they think, oh, yeah, it's just a coincidence. Really, just a coincidence, or it's maybe some things are, or some things aren't, or this is rigged, or that's not, or you still have people. Oh, you can't control the weather. It's just unbelievable, and the time. It's just that's the other thing. It's just like, how much time do you really have? I mean, you look at AI, and you look at what they're doing, and just taking control over our lives, and just the short time that we have ahead of us. Just knowing that we're in that final stretch where this is all you're going to do. I mean, it's just to the point you just got to look at it and just go, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's like, yeah, I don't know what, all these people and it's great. Like I said, that we got the channel, and we got people, interested in coming on, and people trying to get on here and stuff. And, shout out to the, hopefully more people that we do have on here and that do correlate with us and look forward to coming on here. And, yeah, hopefully we get like George or Jorge and maybe Anthony and other people that want to come on, or other people that are trying to come on, and then possibly whatever's up with Sebastian or whatever. I don't know why he didn't show up tonight, but yeah, that's
trolling us. I'm not sure exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. That's it. I mean, it's just life is just it's just nuts. I mean, like I said, this is what it is. You just got yourself at the end of the day, and what you can do with it, and that's kind of where I'm at with life. I mean, I could be more grateful for what we have. I mean, Zach, obviously, huge shout out to him for everything he does, and Gematria Effect News, and
Absolutely.
giving us this knowledge and our piece of the puzzle, and how we've been lining this stuff up, putting it together. I mean, it's just. I mean, it's just amazing knowing you're just so the only people in the world that can comprehend this stuff or see it or put it together. Just so few people can. It's just phenomenal. And here we are. It's already February, the big full moon, the big 201. It's nuts, and time is flying. It's already the second month, or in the shortest month, and before you know it, will be March into March.
Absolutely, and that was a very succinct, well put ending. But I did just remind myself that there was something I wanted to put out there, and it's not something that might come to fruition soon, maybe not even this year. But as you said that, getting more people on and everything like that, I know, we've definitely talked about forming a round table ish type panel, in order to talk, have multiple guests and things of that nature, keeping it lively and fresh and all that stuff. And obviously throughout that, maybe not. Obviously, I don't think that's going to be an every week kind of thing. We'll still have our videos that we put out, but I think it might even be kind of nice to get the guys together for like a NASCAR night and just call it a night, like even just call it NASCAR night. Um, so that, once in a while it's a NASCAR stream. So you know what you're going to get. If you don't like it, you don't need to tune into it. We'd still appreciate to click on the video and like it and everything like that. As stupid as that sounds, I don't like having to ask for that. But yeah, but because that could be fruitful as well, rather than one by one and uh, having maybe info get lost in the weeds. Uh, yeah, it might be good to do like a larger panel every few weeks or so, just for NASCAR, just to have Legal Smile, Anthony, whoever else has whoever else really wants to be there. It doesn't You don't have to be like NASCAR centric to be involved in it. It's we're here crunching numbers and looking at narratives and stuff like that. And just in our first season doing so, just me and you, we were pretty successful at it. So we have a new system, or a new old system, coming back, and there's a lot of new angles to cover that you know didn't present themselves last year with the win and end system. But yeah, I think that'd be interesting. I've just penciling down NASCAR night, and but still the goal as we've talked about, uh is to have something that relatively counters certain panel YouTube channels that just drive retarded narratives, retarded, um, s- you know, uh, tropes, and really just vitriol and garbage being their main focus, and drama. Obviously, all that encompassed in drama in order to fuel itself. We'd love to have the counter to that, where all these people that I see, not saying we're trying to you know scout from Zach's community. At a certain level, we are. It's like we can't deny that we are, and but obviously Zach's given the approval through his many shout outs, which are huge for us, and we are eternally grateful for. Um, but in a way, it'd be nice for us to have, because Zach isn't that, and he doesn't have to be that. Zach has his presentations that are huge. They're necessary. So if Zach were to, what see with that is, I want our channel, or have the possibility to be a round table discussion panel, a uh panel channel, to where maybe even Zach at some point joins the panel, and he has that option, rather than feeding the sharks. He's able to have a panel that he can come to, and with like minds. Not to say that it's potentially every single person that he already talks to on his uh channel, but just and even without Zach, it's there's a lot of people in the chat that don't ever call in. There's a lot of people in the chat that don't ever like really get involved. If they need an outlet that, because Zach's doing a decode on a certain subject and they have a decode on this subject, if it happens to be sports or it happens to be a news thing, we could have a panel there that they can come in and join, and we can do round table discussions and switch topics and things of that nature, and have a healthy community start to grow into itself, rather than we all be strangers to one another. Because there's several people that we say hi to and we know in Zach's channel that we've never really talked to over something as simple as StreamYard, or you know what I mean. It's just nice. There's a difference between saying hi in a chat and coming and talking and getting to know each other just through how we our rapport, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm just throwing that out there as like an idea. If that idea is a good idea to any of you guys, and you want to break out of your shell, like quite a few people have with our channel, which is honestly like, okay, I hate to say finally, because it seems like ungrateful. I'm very grateful that you guys are coming out of the woodworks. This is great. But yeah, it is kind of like a finally thing, but it's happening. So let's keep it going. Let's keep the momentum going. And yeah, the more people that are willing to be here on a regular basis, the more it tells us that we should potentially open this thing up to a panel and do like a type mega shows every once in a while. And that's where I got the idea of doing like NASCAR night to get as many heads into the thought process as possible. But yeah, I think we did our best with the hand we were dealt this week. Hopefully, we weren't too droll or too, and hopefully my voice wasn't too. I probably shouldn't talked as much with it being so nasally. I apologize, guys, but I'll be prim and prime this time next week for you guys, and hope to talk to you then, and hope to see you guys in the comments and any emails you have. Obviously, scrolling down at the bottom there, and yeah, we'll talk to you guys next week, and hope you guys have a great week. Later.
Peace.